Hello everyone, welcome to another video here on Motorcycling Endeavors. It is an August morning. It is very comfortable out. It's very nice. It's about roughly mid-70s. And I'm getting a quick ride in because according to the weatherman, it is actually supposed to do some raining this afternoon. So I figured I'd head out and just do a video here. And today's topic, I'm going to talk about the upgrades slash enhancements I have made to the Kawasaki Vulcan S. I'm actually going to do this video off the bike. I'm actually going to cruise over into this park over here so I can actually get off the bike and show you my upgrades so that you can see them firsthand instead of just talking about them and you're never being able to see them. So this is we're here in Greenfield, Indiana today, and this is Brandywine Park, and I'm just going to cruise over in the parking lot here and we can go over my upgrades. So I made the majority of the upgrades this year. I only made one upgrade last year, but the majority I made this year to kind of enhance my riding experience and actually get more out of it. So, but anyway, why did I decide to do that? If I was already made the decision at the end of last year, I'm going to end up trading the motorcycle in to get something that's more conducive for long distance. Because you never know, because sometimes upgrades may just make the world a difference. And so I figure I gave them a shot. I knew I was going to have this motorcycle for all of 2018 here, this riding season. And so I figure, hey, give it a shot, try it out. I'm still riding, so I might as well go ahead and do that. So I have made 5 upgrades or 5 enhancements to the Kawasaki Vulcan S since I got it, and I am actually going to rate these in order of positive impact. What has the greatest positive impact to my ride and the least positive impact to my ride. So without further ado, here we go. Number 5, the windscreen. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. There is no windscreen on this Kawasaki Vulcan S. And the reason is because I took it off. I purchased the Puig windscreen, or Puig windscreen, however you want to say it, just for something to take the pressure off my chest when I'm just kind of cruising down the backcountry roads, having a good time, doing the speed limit, of course. And I have to say, when I put it on the bike, I was kind of semi-excited. It was a little smaller than I expected. But anyway, I put it on and it actually made it worse. It actually felt more turbulence and more push on my chest than I actually did without it. And I've tried it several ways: traveling north, traveling south, traveling east, traveling west, and I did a whole bunch of other riding with it. I just didn't just put it on one day and just say, oh, this sucks, I took it off. So, but anyway, in terms of find out, I really, let me open up my visor here. Oh, there we go, I can breathe now. So, but end of the day, I just didn't like it. And then, of course, the buffeting was god-awful to begin with. So I ended up taking it off. I cannot give the Puig windscreen that's for the Vulcan S a positive review. I know there's a lot of positive reviews on RevZilla. Remember, everybody's different. Everybody's height, torso length, and how they sit on the motorcycle is going to vary. But I did not like the Puig windscreen. I didn't think it did any good. Actually made it worse. With the vortexing and the buffeting, there's a great video by MC Ryder that talks about it, so I highly recommend going to see that. It's actually really good. So anyway, the Puig windscreen, number 5, because it made no impact whatsoever, actually made it worse. Alright, so here we go. Number 4, the saddlebags. I basically just got the saddlebags for convenience. Basically, as I started to commute with the motorcycle and start going some long distance, it was a great idea to always add some additional storage on here. You want to carry a tire repair kit, windbreaker, etc., so forth. When I commute, I put my shoes in there. So I got the medium bags from Viking Bags. They were $164 with a 15% off discount code based on of whatever promotion they had going on the side. I felt no need to go and spend $400 or $500 on the Kawasaki bags when these Viking bags are actually pretty awesome. I got the bags in. They arrived very quickly. They were a little bit of a pain in the butt to install. The instructions are are very not straightforward. Very not straightforward. Yeah, that's great English. Are pretty much not straightforward, but eventually I got the bags on. I happen to like them. I got the medium, didn't need to go any larger. Find it fits the streamline of the bike. They're hard cased, leather or Fox leather wrapped, but they're not going to sag or look bad after a long period of time. So, saddlebags for convenience. Number 3, the floorboards. Now, if I were to say something about the floorboards, I think for some odd reason, I can't tell you, the floorboards made more of a impact for my confidence riding than it did for my comfort of riding. Couldn't tell you why. I mean, it improved both, but made a world of difference. Just having your feet up on a floorboard for a long journey is actually very comfortable. Now with the Vulcan S, because the Vulcan S is a streamlined motorcycle, it's very sleek and it looks good. They kind of do, when you look at them, they kind of stick out a little bit like Dumbo ears. But so I thought about taking them off, you know, for aesthetic purposes, but after doing several rides with them, heck no, those things are not coming off. They are absolutely fantastic. And the only thing additional that I had to do is actually to make the driver's side fit there was this lever needed to be moved up a little bit so that you could put your foot on here and get under the shifter here. So basically I had to move this lever over. I'm hoping that you could see that. 2 clicks over, this popped up, put everything in place, easy peasy, easy install. So the floorboards, absolutely positively love the floorboards. Made a great enhancement here. Number 2, the handle grips. If you have the Vulcan S or thinking about getting the Vulcan S, for me anyway, there was a lot of vibration when I first got the bike and my hands were getting numb. It was really, really awful, and I needed to do something very quickly. So I was reading a lot of forums of different gloves and different handle grips, and you know, just basically looking online, decided to go ahead, yeah, you know, let me just get a pair of gel handle grips. Now, there are better handle grips than the ones that are right on there right now. These are $20 grips, but after I decided to, you know, shoot my wad on the motorcycle, on putting a down payment on the motorcycle and getting gear, my discretionary funds weren't that great. So I spent on these, and let me tell you, that reduced the vibration by about 50%. 50%. It made a world of difference. Instead of my hands and my digits going completely numb on a ride, now it was just partially numb on the ride. So it made a world of difference there. To substitute this year, I purchased these Olympia gloves. They're ones with the gel handles. I'd say that reduced it about another 25%. I was expecting that these gloves would have sealed the deal and really limited to like more like you know, 95% reduction. Should feel something probably, but it didn't. 25%. But now I just basically, you know, I start to get a little numbness or a little tingle, I just basically just extend my hands over the levers here, or just take my arm off at rest stops and red lights and stuff. So it makes a world of difference. It's great. Handle grips are great. Like I said, there are better grips. They're probably ideal. They probably reduce everything, but for 20 bucks for a 50% reduction was absolutely fantastic, and I highly recommend it. The first thing and the first thing, the number one thing, the upgrade that I made, number one, I'm pretty sure that all of you have been eyeballing it and looking at it. It's kind of a no-brainer. The Corbin seat. If you have the Vulcan S or thinking about the Vulcan S, you know, or well, you don't know if you're thinking about it, but if you have the Vulcan S and you're riding the Vulcan S, especially if you're going longer rides, if you're going to be on the bike for 45 minutes, hour, 2-3 hours, you know that that stock seat is extremely uncomfortable. After about 45 minutes to an hour, the pressure points on your ass are screaming. Last year, at the end of last year, I did a 200-mile loop around Indianapolis, and I got off the bike, and I swear to God, I could hardly walk. I mean, it was so painful. I got back home, took a shower, and just laid stomach first on the ground because my butt was hurting so bad. Yes, I did get up, and I did walk around periodic stops. I just don't ride constantly all the time. But man, did it hurt. And that plays into your psychological of like, oh, gotta go on the bike. Oh, I want to go over there, but oh, my butt's gonna hurt. So that was my big expense this year. Was the beginning part of the season when my tax return came in. I spent I think it was $473 for the seat, and then plus tax and shipping, I think it came to like $536. Let's just say $530, between $530 and $540. And let me tell you something, it was the greatest thing in the world. I tested it out earlier this year. I did a 240-mile trip on that seat, and I got up, and you know, you still feel a little bit in your bum, but not nearly as bad. I was able to see, I was actually getting more comfortable. You know, circulation returned. My butt wasn't screaming. Great investment for this motorcycle, definitely this year. This is the Classic Solo. So what I'm going to do for this video is in the description below, I will put these 5 upgrades with the catalog numbers and where I got them from, so that you can purview them yourself. So that's the video for today. I'm hoping that you know, the video made sense of why I went ahead and did these 5 upgrades this year. Hopefully, if you're looking to upgrade your Vulcan S yourself, and you're looking to make your ride more comfortable, or enhance the ride, or a better experience, maybe these upgrades could be something that you're looking for, and hopefully this video had some value for you. So anyway, I hope you were able to get out for a ride today before the rain came. Hopefully the weather's beautiful where you're at, and I will see you at the next video.